Hello friends, and welcome to the February Cosmic Connection, where we're just going to look at the overview of some of the bigger energies happening over the month of February 2024. February, the second month of the year, taken from the Latin word febra, which means to cleanse. A time to clear, cleanse, and purify ourselves, our surroundings, allowing room for the spring to come. A time to rediscover ourselves and to connect our inner and outer world, focusing on our relationships in all their forms and how we turn up as ourself. A time to plan and prepare the seeds of intent that we wish to grow in the season to come. A time to heal, rest, and reset, allowing us to provide the space for that growth. A time to awaken our desires and celebrate the success to come, envisioning and feeling the things we plan to manifest into reality. An abundant time of conception and rebirth, regeneration and renewal as we awaken from the introspection that the winter has brought. A time of awakening in all its forms, allowing us to prepare for the growing season to come. This year, 2024, is a leap year, so February will have 29 days. An extra day to reset the calendar we move by and align it with the celestial movements above. Leap years have this energy of alignment, so we are seeing a lot of celestial alignments and conjunctions during this month of February. So we can see here throughout we have an alignment of Mercury with Pluto, an alignment with the moon and Venus, the moon with Mars, then the moon's going to align with Pluto, then it's going to align with Mercury. We got this alignment with Saturn, Neptune. We're going to see Mars aligning with Pluto, activating out a transformation in our actions. The moon aligning with Jupiter, the moon aligning with Uranus. Venus aligning with Pluto, a change to our unconditional love. We see Venus aligning with Mars, aligning our love and actions. We see this big alignment between the Sun and Mercury and Saturn here as well, really activating and aligning our communication, our structures, and our outer self. So really a lot of alignments happening in February, really pulling us into this leap energy, this energy of alignment. Use the 29th to align the things you have made room for during this month, ready to step into growth as it comes. A very powerful extra day that can allow us to align in our abundance and enable us to communicate and act on our growth. A powerful day to manifest our goals by aligning in the energies of those things we wish to bring into being. During the month of February, we also see a couple of power days, often referred to as numerological portals. I clearly can't say that word. Where the energies of the number 2, the second month, are going to be activated to enable us to work with those energies more closely. The number 2 is a number of alignment, balance, and co-creation. It represents unity, relationships in all their forms. It represents the energies of cooperation and working together. It is the energy of duality, of opposites, of connection and support. Really powerful energies that bring us into union with others and the universe around us. A powerful time to create harmony, peace, and balance within our inner and outer worlds. The number 2 is all about how we ourselves interact with the world around us, how we build relationships and connections, how we align our inner and outer worlds. It allows us to see how we are connected to other worlds and the collective. So we have an important part to play. What we do, think, feel can ripple and radiate out into the collective. Think about how your inner world and outer world are connected and your roles as the creator of your reality. We choose how and who we connect with and how we turn up in the outer world. So it is a time to work towards balance and harmony in those actions and the relationships as a whole. So on the 2nd, we see this first power day, the 2-2 power day, or the 2-2 portal, where the energies of the master number 22, 2, amplified, is activated and available for us to work with in abundance. Each month we have power days which amplify the energies of that month's numerology. The number 22 symbolizes our personal power, our ability to evolve and expand, to learn and grow, to act for ourselves, to create and balance our reality, our interactions and connections, encouraging us to manifest our ideas and desires by putting in the work, taking intentional action, standing strong in our convictions. These actions will enable us to turn our dreams into reality as we act on our dreams. So a perfect time to manifest our dreams and goals by planning and taking action, by balancing and aligning in those dreams as they come into being. So this 2-2 power day allows us to activate this energy of personal power that is going to encourage us to align our inner and outer worlds, bringing balance to ourselves and how we are turning up. This is going to allow us to bring our relationships in all their forms into alignment, balance, and harmony too. Really encouraging us to take intentional action and get behind our manifestations. A perfect time to bring ourself into alignment and work towards our dreams. We also see another power day on the 22nd where we activate the numerology of the number 222, 222, alignment and support equals balance. From a place of balance, we can manifest our dreams through inner and outer actions. We can deepen our relationships and connections on this day by connecting within and without, allowing us to support and align in our dreams. This day activates these energies of manifestation from a place of inner and outer alignment, a place of supported balance, a perfect day to set the intentions we wish to manifest and follow them with actions on all levels. A time to amplify our personal power and how we are turning up to bring us comfort, support, and unconditional love and acceptance. A day to really act from the place of self-love, acting for ourselves in loving and supporting ways. During the month of February, we also see the cross-quarter Sabbath of midwinter, also referred to as Imbolc. And then we also see here the Chinese Lunar New Year on the 9th, where we move into the Yangwood Dragon. These days bring us into the energies of the new season to come, the growing season that the spring equinox will activate in mid-March. So midwinter is the halfway point between the winter solstice, the beginning of winter, and the spring equinox, the beginning of spring. It marks the midpoint of the dark half of the year where the sun is gaining strength and you can begin to feel the seasons shift to spring. It is a fire festival that celebrates the return of light, of the sun, and the awakening of the earth. A time to celebrate the growing light and the emergence from darkness into the light of the sun, the rebirth of the sun and the fires that warm and sustain light. A fire festival, a fertility festival, a time to prepare for expansion and growth, to prepare to step into the season of light to come at the spring equinox in March. A time to welcome back the sun and the warmth that it provides. It is a time to prepare for the planting season, a time to declutter and organize, to cleanse and bless our spaces and tools, a time to get ready for manifesting and turning up actively to nourish and grow our dreams. A time to clear out things and start over. A time of rebirth and creativity that is going to push us to take action in our own growth. A time of renewal and dedication where we integrate our being and then step forward. So it's a very powerful day here where we see us moving into midwinter, activating our powers of balance, of unity, of cooperation, of co-creation, and being asked to make choices in the things that we are going to release and the things that we are going to act towards. So over here we see on the 9th, the Lunar New Year, same day as the new moon in Aquarius. And we move into the Yangwood Dragon. The dragon is one of the most auspicious signs of the Chinese zodiac because of its ability to swim, fly, walk on land, and travel between dimensions. The dragon represents power and courage, but is also a symbol of peace and the need to come together as one. The element of wood helps to soften and slow down the energy of the dragon, allowing the dragon to move forward confidently and do things with order and attention to detail. The element of wood allows the dragon to take its time and focus on building a solid foundation on which to then take flight. It's going to encourage us to expand our vision. Yang energy is going to encourage us to be decisive, to take action, and be firm in our steps forward, really empowering us to step forward in our actions this year, but to take our time building our growth, really establishing those foundations that will hold our growth. This month we see 4 lunar phases. On the 2nd, we see the waning half moon in Scorpio. Where the sun in Aquarius squares the moon in Scorpio, asking us to reveal what needs to be seen, to dig deep and uncover those things that need to go, and enabling us to make the decision to move forward with new patterns that will enable our consistent growth. This moon is telling us not to reveal all that we know, and that it is time to make some adjustments to set us up for the new beginnings to come. On the 9th, we see the new moon in Aquarius, where the sun and the moon come into alignment, conjunction in Aquarius, to enable us to align and connect our inner and outer selves. This is going to be a very freeing new moon where we step away from the past and enable ourselves to move forward in unconventional new ways, really empowering us to try something different. On the 16th, we see the waxing half moon in Taurus, where the sun in Aquarius squares the moon in Taurus, challenging us to look at things from both sides of the story. This is going to allow us to ground in the reality we stand in and allow us to see what really works and what's holding us back. This moon is asking us to release control and have faith that things will come into being just as we need them to. Taurus is a very nourishing sign that is going to encourage us to follow our hearts as we step into the decisions and choices that we make, allowing us to continue to build that momentum towards our dreams. On the 24th, we see the full moon in Virgo, where the sun in Pisces opposes the moon in Virgo, illuminating the entire face of the moon. This moon is also known as the storm moon, the snow moon, as we see the last of the winter storms rolling through. The Virgo full moon is going to be heavy, as Saturn is sitting very close in opposition to this moon as well. This is going to bring this element of order and responsibility to this full moon energy, allowing us to release our responsibilities and encouraging us to turn up in new ways. This moon is going to encourage us to make the changes we need to make in order to own our being, our lives, and to step into our personal power and be accountable for ourselves, inspiring us to take action and to see that we are enough, we are powerful, we are capable beings responsible for our own growth. During February, we see Mercury, the planet of communication, the mind, the ways we see and process things. We see it move from Capricorn into Aquarius, through into Pisces. This is going to shift to the underlying energies influencing this planet, and in return, how this planet influences ourselves. Mercury is also going to align with Pluto, the planet of transformation, change, rebirth, and power, to enable us to transform how we communicate and express ourselves. Mercury is going to align with the moon in darkness, the day before the new moon, allowing us to dig deep into our forms of communication, allowing us to see the power our words hold and our mind holds, and enabling us to release those inner blockages that restrict our expansion and growth. This conjunction is going to be squared by Jupiter in Taurus, challenged by Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter is the planet of abundance and infinite potential in the very grounding and nurturing sign of Taurus, so asking us to change and adapt to our ways of thinking and speaking in order to expand into our potential growth. Mercury will align with the Sun, so the Sun aligning with Mercury in Pisces, and with Saturn in Pisces at the end of the month, providing a very powerful alignment of our communication, our structures, and our outer being that is really going to allow us to transform ourselves into our newest form of being, really allowing us to align in our thinking and enabling us to express ourselves clearly in alignment with who we are. We also see Venus, the planet of love and acceptance, values and harmony, move from Capricorn into Aquarius in the middle of the month. This is going to encourage us to love in new ways, to see our worth in new ways, and really allow us to expand our relationships in knowledge and healing. Venus is going to form some alignments and conjunctions throughout this month too. First, she is going to align with the moon in Capricorn. So this is still in Capricorn before Venus moves into Aquarius. And it's going to be supported by Uranus and Taurus. This is going to allow us to ground our love and the things we value in our inner being, enabling us to support those relationships that support and encourage our growth, allowing us to be free to be ourselves in these relationships. We then see here Venus align with Pluto in Aquarius mid-month, activating a transformation, a change to how we love, in how we see value, and in how we bring unconditional love and acceptance into our relationships and the world as a whole. This is going to encourage us to stand in our power and the power that unconditional love holds. We also see Venus align with Mars in Aquarius, really linking our love and our actions, encouraging us to turn up in new and loving ways, to take action in unexpected ways. This connection is really going to enable us to ground and transform our love, our relationships, and how we turn up in the world to bring them into alignment within ourselves. We also see here Mars, the planet of actions and desires, aligning with Pluto in Aquarius, bringing a transformation to our actions and how we turn up, how we use our energy, and how we focus. In the middle of the month, on the 11th, we see the North Node align with Chiron in Aries, marking a very powerful cosmic connection that is going to be very healing to the collective as a whole. This energy is going to carry through into April as they slowly separate from this conjunction. The North Node indicates our collective future and where we are heading. It is the predictor of what we should be focusing on and where we need to head in order to keep progressing in the highest level of consciousness. So the North Node is the collective future we are heading towards. While in Aries, it is very focused on new individual actions and how they influence and affect the whole, allowing us to see great change and movement that will indicate a movement towards balance. So really allowing us to look at how individual actions affect the collective as a whole, really bringing this accountability to individual actions and the way that they influence our collective future. Chiron is the asteroid known as the wounded healer. It represents the healing that comes from tending and treating our wounds. It is the energy and knowledge that understanding brings and the ability to learn and grow from the pain we have endured. It is taking our wounds and the things that have cut us to the core and turning them into growth and evolution, allowing them to lift us on our way rather than to hold us down. While in Aries, Chiron has been showing us new ways to heal and encouraging us all to see our individual healing as unique and our own, really opening us up to healing ourselves. So this alignment, this conjunction of the North Node and Chiron is activating this healing collective energy that is going to begin to guide us into a new future, really encouraging us as a whole to stop pretending that we don't have wounds and traumas, but instead to channel them into powerful portals of wisdom, intuition, and teaching, really encouraging us to share our traumas, to share our pains, to enable our own overall growth, but to also help others initiate their healing journeys too. It's going to activate us to step into our healing powers. A very powerful month overall to realign ourselves in our beings, to really focus on our relationships and how we turn up, encouraging us to clear out those things that no longer serve, bringing in some organization and routines that will allow us to balance, to bring harmony to our day-to-day lives, and to focus on our plans of growth. A very restful and empowering month where we are going to clear out the clutter of the season that is ending, ready to step into the season to come, really building those foundations that nourish growth. We will also find that this month is very abundant as all the planets are in forward motion. Nothing is in retrograde. So we're really being pushed into this energy of expansion and growth, this energy of aligning the different aspects of ourselves to enable us to leap forward when we reach spring. I hope you enjoyed this February Cosmic Connection. Until the next time, goodbye, my friends.